record on my computer. All right, we are recording. This is our directors meeting. It is September 25th. Hello, everyone. We have on board, we have Brenda, Brinda, Michelle, Tammy, Sherry, and Sue. And I'm assuming everybody else will be watching a little bit later. Okay, so I am going to start screen share and go to my notes. Actually, before we do this, so I can see, oh, Michelle just walked away. We have two brand new directors this month. We have Sherry, okay, last name, Sherry.
Rough Sept Agerskov.
Agerskov, yeah.
Agerskov?
Agerskov.
Agerskov.
You got
Cove or Cov?
Cov.
Yeah, it's Cove, but everybody says Cov.
Oh, there you go.
Chegerskov. I don't know. I still won't remember. It's just Sherry. I think you should be like Cher, just Sherry. With a last name like that, seriously. Okay, so Sherry is a brand new director from Strathmore. She has been a volunteer now for quite a while, and she is plunging in as Brenda's co-director in Strathmore. So welcome to the family, Sherry.
Thank you.
And another director this month, Michelle from Kelowna. Woo! Road trip, November 2nd, ladies. Okay.
And Bridget, you should also perhaps make it officially official here as well, as we did at Women Talk Calgary the other night.
Well, Tammy, it was actually in the notes from the last meeting. That's why I'm not saying anything. She was announced at our directors meeting, last meeting, correct?
Yeah, I just wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. Because it's in my notes that we announced you as a director.
But she's here now, so we can say, yay, Tammy.
Everybody, welcome, Tammy.
There's Michelle. Yay, Michelle. She joined us.
Michelle who?
Cahoon.
Oh, yeah. She's been here for a while now. I thought you meant just now, this moment. Yeah, no, Michelle. Yes. So we have, well, officially 3 new directors this month. So welcome, everybody. Now I'm going to start screen share because it's been a crazy day and there's no way I can remember everything I want to talk about. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, September 25th. Again, some of the old information, I will be posting this document. As you scroll down, there's old information, and I just leave it on there. Don't worry about these email here. We'll have to add the Kelowna and the Canmore a little more and stuff. But a lot of old information, some drives. I need to add Kelowna to this. But just have a look. And if you have any question, new directors, you can get back to me. But I always keep the old information because it's always nice to have it on hand to go back. I may tweak this document a little bit more if I have time tonight. Okay, so as usual, if you have questions, direct them to Brenda Lee first. I am just gotten so busy. I have so many emails, so many phone calls. So like if you want a quicker response, you need to talk to Brenda. We are launching Kelowna November 2nd. It is official. Woo! Woo! Now Michelle, woo! We're not going to have fun in Kelowna at all. Now, Michelle, tell us about the venue. What's the name and a little bit about it?
So the venue is the Holiday Inn in West Kelowna, and it's got a couple different rooms that she would accommodate us in. And there's also a lounge and a bar and all these other things. But Bridget went ahead and spoke to Jane for me because I have no idea what I'm doing. How many are, I'm not sure. And I wanted to make sure that it was the perfect room. And this lady is so accommodating for us. It's just off the highway 97 in West Kelowna, and it's a beautiful hotel. She's going to cater to the event, and whatever we need, she is going to accommodate us, Jane. So
She's awesome, including a deal on hotel rates.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Is West Kelowna over the bridge?
That would be on the west side of Kelowna.
That's West Kelowna over the bridge?
Over the
No,
Yes.
I'm being a smart ass.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have to cross
I
the
have
bridge.
I have to tell you girls something. I'm excited about Kelowna, I really am. But I Googled the hotel that you guys had, and I had a moment that was not a very happy one. The hotel happens to be right above the ridge where my mom and dad lived in Kelowna. And so it's going to be tough. I haven't been back since actually buried my mom in 2009. But on the interesting side of all of this, today happens to be my father's 117th birthday. And I'm announcing opening in Kelowna. And what's really, really strange about that is because the very first one that we launched in Strathmore happened to be on my mother's birthday.
Wow.
This is just kind of cool, kind of heart touchy, and
Chance to do a new beginning, Brenda. New
Yeah.
beginning.
You
Yeah.
know what? With Women Talk There, we're going to create all sorts of new beautiful memories for you that will take a little bit of a heartache out of it.
Yeah, it takes a bit of the edge off. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it will help you enjoy Kelowna again.
Yes, I think so.
Woohoo!
Because Kelowna's awesome.
Oh, love Kelowna. Okay, just for the sake of moving things along, I am still in talk with these ladies from Vancouver. I just saw they sent me an email tonight. I haven't had time to read it, but I'm pretty sure that Vancouver will be a go fairly soon. I've also met an amazing, amazing lady from Ottawa, which happens to be Tammy's friends, who was our talker at Women Talking Calgary. And yeah, Ottawa is on the radar for this spring.
Woo!
What about Medicine Hat? Did you get in touch with the girl from Medicine Hat yet?
No.
Medicine Hat has
Okay.
a chapter. What's wrong?
Oh, sorry, Lethbridge.
Oh,
So
Lethbridge.
Sorry.
So here's going to have to be a new protocol. I think that if people are interested, they'll have to apply, because I just, and then we'll sift them, because I just have so many emails and things. It's crazy, and I'm afraid to lose people through the shuffle between, 3 emails and Facebook and
I think that's a
Twitter.
great idea, Bridget. Just put an application up there, and then you don't have to be. You're not responsible to chase these people down, and they can apply. And
Yeah.
There
And
is
Nikki-
an application for a director already on the website. And if I can ask Brenda, what is the name of the lady from Lethbridge? We do have an application for a director in Lethbridge, Bridget.
Okay.
I'll just double check and see if this is the same lady, and we'll discuss it after convention.
Yeah, so this is our director's application here, and this is where people apply, and we get all of this on one form, and Brenda helps me keep track of everything.
perfect.
All right, so one new thing happening after today. We're supposed to host an event in Red Deer tomorrow, and now we have a few people registered today, but there was nobody yesterday. So we're going to switch things around a little bit to encourage people to register earlier. Here's what's going to happen starting next month. Early bird, which is up to 1 week prior to the event, will still be $17. Once you go to register later, like if you don't register up, like when there's 1 week left, then it's $20. And if you pay at the door, it's $25. So we're going to encourage people to register a little bit earlier. And this form here, this note will be posted on the website, so you don't need to write down anything if you don't wish to. Now that means that we also are going to get on the ball with our talkers. You need to have your talkers booked 3 months in advance. I want 3 months worth of talkers booked for your location. Now, new locations will help you. We got a big database. We have like 130 some talkers that you can pick from. There's always somebody that will go. Kelowna will get a little bit harder, but there's a lot of Calgary people that will go to Kelowna. Your goal is to actually have 6 months worth of talkers. If you do not have a talker booked 30 days prior to your event, we will, I should use 2 fingers, propose. We will propose one. Because we need to get on the ball. And here's the reason why. Your next event will go live the night of your event at 8 p.m. And we're doing that so that there is no confusion, you know, in the signing up and stuff. And we may end up doing it ahead of time, even down the road. But right now, at 8 o'clock, your following month event will go live so that the MC can announce on the mic, hey, ladies, next month we have Tammy and Bridget speaking. Go sign up now before we sell out. So, and save, get the early bird price as well. And then we'll put the link up on the slide and people can go and sign up for the next event if they like the speakers coming up right then and there. So that's why we need to be organized with our lineups. The other thing that's new, starting immediately, except for Red Deer tomorrow, which I have to go run and do after we're done, directors, you are responsible for your MC documents. You have to go and create your MC document, of course, using the template that I already have done on there. So from month to month, you just go copy your event and then change what's changing. So let me actually, I had shot a video, but I'm going to do it right now since I need to do Red Deer anyway. So everybody has access to their folder. Each cities right here. So each city has a folder and you, director, have access to your own folder. So what you do is, I need to move this baby out of the way. Okay, so what you do is you go to your folder. So when you land on your folder, like right now, Red Deer, and you would go to MC. And on there, so now it's 2017. And so you go to the last document, which would be August, right here. And then you right click on it and say, make a copy. So that will create an exact copy of what we had done the previous month. Then you go on it, right click again, and say rename. And then obviously you would rename it September, and then say okay. Now I will come down with a little bit more information about this, but on your document obviously you can change the date, but all this stuff here, the yellow and the red, you don't change. This is the template, this is the format that we follow. Some of the information for your own location changes, but you don't have to change that monthly. Once your form is built for you, that stays the same, like the restaurant and all this stuff, volunteers and blah, blah. Now, you cannot change the red because that's how we create the PowerPoint from the red information. So a word from our sponsor, this kind of stuff in the squares, you can change any of that. As far as my introduction, I will send you information on what I'm talking about. And if there's something in particular I want you to say about me, like, I freaking rock. Or if there's anything that I'm selling that night. Then you're going to enter your talker's name. And then where do you get this information here? How to introduce them? You just go to the event page, which from Facebook or the event itself, and you just copy and paste what's there. And that's it. So you change both talkers. Now
Don't delete the boxes though.
Don't delete the boxes. If you make an error, just say undo, which is right here, undo. If something goes wonky, just let me know. If you have any problems or question, And then, you know, your next event and the name of your next stalkers. You should have all of this, right? And Michelle, don't worry, we'll be doing a little training session with you. The other thing, yeah, so that's your MC document. Now, a little backtrack a little bit. On the main cities here, there's our master talkers. That is where you list all of your talkers. So let's see how everybody's doing. So we've just added Kelowna, so obviously we don't have anything on there. But as you scroll down, you see on the left here is the month, and then there's all the name of the talkers. So yeah, so it looks like everybody has their October. Now Medicine Hat does not have November, so we need to get on that ASAP. And Kelowna, it's actually Michelle and I that will be the speakers.
Can I bring attention to the stuff that's in red?
Yeah.
Because December is always a open mic. And so we've put a little note on your master talker sheet to please have your stuff organized by the end of October so that we can start promoting your December event.
Okay, and I've lost my notes now.
What do we need to organize?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of stuff, right? Like if you're gonna have poems or things you wanna, but you don't really have much. Like most events, I just show up. Like I've asked Sue to have a few things ready and stuff like that, but there's nothing too major.
As the MC, I can tell you that I usually just I'll get some stories, print some stories out, maybe a couple of poems, or you know, just have some stuff at the ready to be able to prompt people to get up and start participating. Because once you get them into it, they'll join in. But if you, as the director or the MC, have some stuff ready, you can kick things off, and that usually helps warm people up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
in Strathmore, we kind of go with a bit of a theme. And
Christmas is my theme.
Christmas is a theme for everyone.
Well, we're gonna do a recipe swap, and we're also going to have everybody bring charity items for our overnight shelter. So,
So let's keep that. Let's talk about that at the next meeting and get everybody ready.
Yep.
I guess. Well, I mean,
Well, every place is different, you know, because we had a different thing than Calgary and Strathmore. So we're all different.
December's a time for a little bit of individuality.
Right.
But know what it is so that we can pre-plan it and pre-talk about it.
Yeah.
so Michelle, it's an open mic. I think I told you this, that December is just an open mic. Whoever. So actually, we don't need to book our speakers until January, but we need to try to get some people coming.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to Kelowna in a few days, and I'm rounding up some speakers.
She'll do
worry.
it too.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
I mean, I might have a few little bumps, but I'm ready to rock it. Like, just go out, meet new people. I moved. I'm in a whole new city. It's a perfect opportunity, especially when I tell people that I've just moved there. They're more than happy to. They'll take me everywhere. They'll take me to all these events. I'm like, I've met the mayor already.
Nice. Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Damn, too bad.
Yeah.
Can we put
Get
a
his
bra
wife
on
there.
him?
Get his wife there.
His wife?
Yeah, we can. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I know that I have some good key people. My girlfriend works at the chamber.
And go to the Rotary Club. Speak at the Rotary Club as a guest.
Okay.
There's some gals there that will help you out.
My cousin works for the Kelowna Daily Courier.
Okay.
And my nephew's the mayor in Vernon.
Wow. Okay.
So we can put you in contact with a few people.
Perfect.
Man, we're getting connected.
I'm grateful. Thank you. I did get a message today from somebody about Kelowna, but it's actually my day off. It's the only day of the week that I'm off completely social because my brain is. So I've been wanting to look at it all day, but I've made it true to myself. I have one day.
Good for
Do
you.
not look at my phone. Yeah.
Wonderful. Love it. I may do that one day.
Never.
Here's the laugh of the century.
Can't even say that would be a snowy day in July, because in Alberta it snows in July.
The pigs will be flying.
You girls are so funny. All right, and the rest we've talked about it. We'll revisit. I'm very tired tonight, and but we have the Wonder of You going on this weekend. We have over 100 people attending. We're still pushing for some more. Hopefully, we'll get the 125, 150. And then starting once the Wonder of You is done, I'm gonna be working on the paid membership, which will offer all sorts of goodies, which you guys get for free. Yeah, and then once this is up and running, we're gonna start the Women Talk podcast, which these members here will get to do a podcast with me for free once a year, depending how many we get, to promote their business and everything they do. There, I'm back. Yeah, so that's what I have tonight. Everything is moving fast and hard, and still working on our manual. Operations manual, and like describing every position and volunteer position. The one thing, yeah, like the do's and the don'ts, that's all going to come up in our manual, which hopefully next month will all be completed. That's like a brand new word. I like it.
Next month?
Completed. Yeah, like a lot of it is like, I mean, you know, we're getting pieces. We'll see when it all gets done, but my goal is to finish that next month, and a little bit of the legal paperwork that we need to do.
What about this new thing, Bridget, that you, with the 6 talkers, can you explain a little bit about that?
Oh, I forgot to put that on there. Yes, so it is called Women Talk Classics. Thank you, Brenda. I completely forgot to put that on the schedule. We are hosting a Women Talk Classics in Ponoka on October 19th. I don't know. I'll post it.
I think it's the 19th.
Yeah. So we are going back to the original format of Women Talk, which is 6 talkers. And these will be for towns or people that don't want to do a full monthly Women Talk group, but maybe once a year, for reasons such as the town is too small to do it every month, or the person does not want to do it every month. So we are doing one. Heidi is hosting one in Ponoka. It is $35. It is a full sit-down dinner with 6 talkers and a couple of sponsors that will have 5 minutes on the mic as well. So it has a very different flavor. It's just a little bit fancier and definitely longer. It's from 5:30-ish, 6 till about 10 o'clock at night. So it's an evening out, including your dinner.
So mostly for the smaller locations is what I hear you say.
Yes, but there's no reason why we cannot do one in our bigger locations as well once a year.
Okay, so once a year. Okay. It's like almost sounds like Mo Mondays sort of format.
Did they have dinners?
Well, you would order your food, but what they had was 6 speakers, usually anywhere from 5 or 6 speakers.
Yeah.
But they had like 10 minutes each or something, 10, 15 minutes each.
Oh, yeah, no, so ours is still 20 minutes, and the price includes your dinner.
Okay.
That's 2 hours of talking.
And of course, the price will differ according to the location. What was that, Tammy?
That'll be 2 hours of talking with you and the sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why it's from 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Same format? Is it the same kind of format? Okay. So how do we blend that? What's your vision? How do we blend that with the original women
Well,
talk?
right now, the idea is not to be hosting it in our big cities, but Calgary, I don't know, did we do it the first year? I can't remember, but that can be our big, it can be used as a fundraiser or,
We did the food bank, Bridget.
yeah, with Women Talk Calgary when we, yeah, the last one, is that where we did the food bank?
We did them all, food bank.
Can we have male
No, there used to be
entertainers?
YWCA.
And I'm really only, I'm talking about a male singer.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I know, but I'm
You
just
got me
asking.
excited.
I know,
Why?
sorry.
It's women talk.
I know, but I mean, there's a wonderful singer, Martin Kerr, that would definitely come and does a lot of fundraising events for women events. So I just wondered if that's possible.
Yes. Yeah, those sit down dinner, I know when we did the ones in Calgary, and we're just test driving it right now, but these ones are open to men. They can come and listen. They can't go on the mic though. But if it was the entertainment, we would consider it, I guess, if nobody else. But the idea is to have women on the mic.
Okay.
But, you know, it's not ruled out. If it was somebody that had something nice to say about women and make the event better, we would consider it. Was there any questions?
Just, I have one. I always do. You always know. My mind goes to logistics. Just going back to the you know, if we meet somebody that wants to open a chapter like this last gal in Lethbridge, should we still do a personal meeting between the two of you? Do an email? Introduction is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So how do we handle that? So that, because you're just going to get information on a paper, you're not going to know who the gal is. Is there a spot on that application where you could say who referred you or who did you meet, that whatever?
No, but I could add that.
Because then at least you can say, hey Brenda, do you know this person, and what do you know of this person?
Okay. Brenda Lee, can you take a note of that to add who referred them?
Seems to me it's on there.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, just because it'll save you a lot of time, because you don't really know who that person is behind the screen, really, right? And
Yeah.
so you should, you know, just having some credentials, I guess, lack of a better word, credentials behind that person before you bring them on would be great.
I was a fly on the wall for a mastermind that Bridget did recently, and there was talk of identifying which cities she wanted to open next and having those be the focus for the applications. So
Yeah.
that it's not 20 cities in Alberta and none across the country.
Yeah, so what we may end up doing is that's right, Tammy, thanks for that. What we may end up doing is on the website, you can only apply if you want that city. We'll actually list the cities that we want to be in.
Had an interesting conversation with someone today who is really tapped into what you're doing and is following everything that happens on Facebook as well. And her message to you was this: tell Bridget to concentrate on Canada and really wrap Canada up, and it will give her a very strong presence before she goes forward anywhere else. And tell her not to forget about the northern part of Canada.
See, I'd have forgotten.
Actually, most of us do, sadly.
There's a northern part of Canada.
Stop it.
Yeah, Edmonton, Sue, Edmonton.
Yay, ladies, we're launching and Tuk Tuk Tuk. We're going for a road trip to Tuk Tuk Tuk. I've always wanted to go to Tuk Tuk Tuk.
Stella Callowit can open a chapter there.
Oh, Luke, our son can spell Iqaluit, so we can go there.
There you go.
Funny.
Yeah, Brenda, actually, it's an interesting comment, but people that do a lot of these events are like, don't wait, get down to the US because somebody will do what you're doing. So there's different. But I have my plan. The US will be launched in July.
Did you lock in that website, womentalk.us or .com?
.com is used by somebody in China or something.
In Asia.
Yeah.
Asia.
So we're
It's
gonna look.
a gorgeous, gorgeous outfit. They're interviewing. They're doing a lot of the similar stuff that Women Talk is doing, but on video with women who are making a huge difference in Asia.
They're doing a lot of TV shows too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't put her on that site. It changes all of a sudden.
Pardon
X
me?
out those other comments. Let's just put these, all your little bubbles that burst, let's just get them set in stone first before you go on that site.
Yeah, no, we're doing our thing and we're going to keep going. Oh, by the way, I just confirmed today the Wonder of You 2018 will be on September 28, 29, and 30th in Canmore. So book it in your calendars.
You should ask them if we can get the whole hotel for rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was going to get back to me and let me know how many rooms. Yeah, they will block. We had 50 rooms blocked, but people didn't book right away.
There's 3 events apparently going on that day, on that weekend.
So they 30 days prior, they released the rooms. But some of that had to do with this is our first time. So it's, you know, we weren't like it was rushing and stuff. So the next year, like people will get lots of time to book and do their things.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle was mentioning like, you know, how expensive it is in Canmore. And yeah, unfortunately you get the beautiful mountains and the view and the fresh air and the ambiance, but you got to pay for that. And I think that a lot of people may come to the event because it is there. And, you know, we got the room at 100 and how much were the room originally? Anybody remember?
$221, I believe.
No, it was
We
less
paid
than.
$150.
Yeah, it was like 125 or something like that if you booked it with our deal.
Oh, your deal. Okay. I
But
thought you were asking
that
what
was
your
everybody's.
original.
No, that was everybody's deal. If you booked it before they released all the rooms.
Yeah. Well, there's some of us that are sharing, so I know they can be expensive, but you know what? We're only really sleeping, so we're if people want to share, just find somebody to bunk in with.
While Michelle is saying some of the rooms are 600 to 800. Make sure, Michelle, that when you
at
talk
Lake
to
Louise is only 400.
Michelle, make sure that you tell people to look on bookit.com and like all these apps because you can always get some.
Yeah. Another one is Hip Monk, HIP Monk. That's another one that's really good.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of them, and usually, and they buy the hotels ahead of time, so they quite often still have some. Cause yeah, it can get pretty crazy.
Don't forget about the Airbnbs too, because Amy got a place in Cochrane for $25 a night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Airbnb is great. Yeah, and so next year, once you know we get done with the event this weekend, we'll look into trying to get a couple of hotels that will give us deals, maybe.
Yeah.
Or even booking the Ramada. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of hotels right side by side on that row, so we'll work on that for next year.
Okay.
All right.
Beautiful.
I think that's all we have. So I'm going to stop recording now. So thank you for you who were live. And I'll post the date of our next meeting because I forgot to write it down. But it's the last Monday of the month. Thanks for coming.